Hello and welcome to my presentation about the topic English as a global language. First of all, I want to show you the topics of my presentation. There will be the current situation, the causes of global success, the differences between global language and lingua franca, and my personal opinion about English as a global language. The current situation. English is a global language. There are millions of people around the globe that actually speaks the language or learned it as a second language. Almost every person who enjoyed a proper education can understand and communicate in English. On the map, we can see that English is in a lot of countries the first or the second language. I will tell you now some facts about the current situation. There are over 1 billion people on the planet that speak English as a native or as a foreign language. English is the native language of 12 nations, and 1 in every 7 people in the world speaks English. That's a huge number. Actually, for a lot of people in this world, English is already a global language. The causes of the global success. Now I'm going to tell you something about the causes, why English is a global language and why it has its success. The spreading of the English language has its causes. First, I want to mention that England is an island where the language came from. To conquer new countries, England had to cross oceans and long distances. I also want to mention that the British fleet defeated the Spanish Armada in 1588. This win helped the British fleet and the British Empire to grow and have an advantage and more time to colonize parts of Africa, Asia, America, and Australia. The British Empire became the biggest on the planet. Almost a quarter of the landscape was British. That's why there is the phrase, "The sun never sets on the British Empire." It basically means that the British territory is so big that it covers every part from east to west, which means there is always a place of the empire where the sun is shining. But there are even more causes of the global success. The industrial and electronical revolution started in an English-speaking country. For example, we can talk about the car. Henry Ford was the first who mass-produced a car. It was revolutionary and it is still important in the year 2020. The USA became the world's leader in economic power. Also, the 2 world wars played an important role in the success of the language. Both wars were won by English-speaking nations. This gave another push to the economy of the countries. Nowadays, the English language spreads over the world very fast. The reasons are the culture with all the films and music, and, of course, the internet. Now I want to talk about the differences between the global language and lingua franca. The global language means the different languages of the local culture. It means, for example, the American, the Australian, or the South African English, or even another English, But in difference to that, the lingua franca means the communication between the citizens of the world who do not speak English as a native language. Everybody can still communicate with each other without knowing the English language very well. So everybody can talk with everybody. This is the difference between them. For me, it was very interesting to look at this topic. I think that a global language is very important for the humanity and its progress in freedom and technology. It is necessary that there is one language that almost everybody understands and a lot of people talk. If you need help in another country, you will always ask first in English. And that's very important. So you can talk with everybody. That's lingua franca. And it doesn't matter how many countries use the English language as first language, but it's important that it is an accepted language and, like I said, used as lingua franca. I think that's really, really important. I am now at the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it and see you soon.